all you disciples out there. It's really good to be speaking to you today. I'm going to be telling you about why today is called Palm Sunday by reading you a story from this book. Here it is. And this is the story. It's called The Grand Parade. But first of all, I've got some pictures to show you. Today is a special day of the year when the church celebrates Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey. The crowd was so happy to see Jesus and they came out to meet him. Jesus chose to ride on a donkey to show us that he was a different sort of king. Jesus wanted us to know that he was humble and gentle, and so he chose a donkey. I wonder how else he might have entered Jerusalem, riding a stallion perhaps, or in a chariot, but he chose a donkey. This donkey shows us that he's got a cross on his back. Can you see that? Apparently, when Jesus was carrying his cross up to the mount, a little donkey tried to help him, but he couldn't get through the crowd. When the crowd dispersed, the little donkey went up to Jesus and he stood behind the cross as the sun went down. The shadow of the cross fell on the donkey, and now every donkey has the cross. Of course, this detail is not in the Bible, but we still know that the donkey had an important role in the story of Jesus. We turn now to our story. Is everyone sitting comfortably? And then I'll begin. The Great Parade. "Let's go to Jerusalem," said Jesus to his friends. "I have something important to do there." So they went, and when they could just see the city from a nearby hillside, Jesus said, "Let's have a parade." Jesus' friends were surprised. A parade, they wondered. Why a parade? But no one said anything because Jesus was already busy giving instructions. "I want 2 of you to borrow a donkey," he said. "Tell the owner that I need it. He'll understand." When the 2 friends returned with the donkey, Jesus hopped on its back, gently nudged its side, and started off down the hill. His friends followed close behind. "Hooray for Jesus!" they shouted. "Jesus is king!" Down, down, down they rode toward the city gate. And the closer they got, the more people joined with them. "It's Jesus the teacher," someone called. "It's Jesus the healer," someone else said. "3 cheers for Jesus," called one and all. Soon there were people everywhere marching along with the parade and shouting from the roadside. Some took off their coats and laid them in front of the donkey. Others cut down palm branches from the trees and waved them about. There were hundreds, maybe thousands, clapping and dancing and shouting their way through the city gates. Everyone was happy. Well, almost everyone. Some of the religious leaders didn't like Jesus. They were jealous because the ordinary people were so fond of him. And when they saw the parade, they frowned. "Wait just a minute," they called. "You can't have a parade here." "Tell your friends to be quiet, Jesus." But Jesus just laughed. "Tell them to be quiet? Impossible. Then he turned to look at the crowd. Can't you see, he said, there's so much happiness here that even if I could make the people quiet, the stones in the street would jump up and shout for joy. Well, that's quite a story, isn't it? I want to move on now to show you a little craft activity. I hope you like the donkey, and I'm just giving you a quick few instructions to follow. First of all, find a picture of a donkey and cut out the head, the body and the tail. Don't forget to colour it in. You might like a black donkey, a brown donkey, or like it is here, a grey donkey. Try and find some wool to match. Make a forelock and a mane, and there's a little bit extra on the end of his tail. And can you see that he's got a cross on his back, like the one we saw? Also very important, find a piece of string or a ribbon and tie it round his neck, because you don't want to lose him, do you? And the last thing, find 2 clothes pegs and clip them on for the legs. I hope you have fun, Diddy Disciples, during the week, whatever your plans are, and I look forward to seeing your posts. Well done, Diddy Disciples, well done. Well, I'm going to finish today by playing a song to you, and it's all about the story that we've learned today. And it's all about Jesus entering Jerusalem on the donkey. And here it goes.
Here comes Jesus riding into town. Cloaks and branches, throw them to the ground. Praise and glory, everybody sing. Sing Hosanna, Hosanna to the King. Blessed is he who comes our way. He brings a new and brighter day. The poor are saved, the blind can see. The captive souls are dancing free. Yeah, here comes Jesus riding into town. Cloaks and branches, throw them to the ground. Praise and glory, everybody sing. Sing Hosanna, Hosanna to the King. King of heaven, King on earth, listen to his saving word. Peace and justice, walk with him. Let's raise the gates and let him in. Yeah, here comes Jesus riding into town. Cloaks and branches, throw them to the ground. Praise and glory, everybody sing. Sing Hosanna, Hosanna to the King. Our lives will never be the same. Praise and bless his holy name. And if we cannot sing it out, the rocks themselves will start to shout. Yeah, here comes Jesus riding into town. Cloaks and branches, throw them to the ground. Praise and glory, everybody sing. Sing Hosanna, Hosanna to the King. Here comes Jesus riding into town. Cloaks and branches, throw them to the ground. Praise and glory, everybody sing. Sing Hosanna, Hosanna to the King.